Hi and welcome back to Dow's Reviews. Today we're reviewing the hs700 GPS drone. It has 4 powerful brushless motors. As you can see just here, there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. It has quite a sleek design, I would say. It's got a 1080p camera that comes with it. Personally, I'd say the camera, albeit it does give good videos and good pictures, but personally I will be upgrading myself to a GoPro Hero 2, 3 or 4 in the near future. It's just, it'll give a bit of a crisper and clearer video and photos. It has I would say a gimbal, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's the best gimbal compared to the hs700. They had an automatic gimbal where you could, or self-controlled gimbal I should say, where you could lower it and then raise it back up. That will be one of my future reviews, will be the hs700R, where I will be able to show you the gimbal. You can manually move it so it aims down, and you can manually move it up. It's a Wi-Fi camera, so you can link it for first person view. It comes pretty much self-assembled. The legs are already on. The only thing you have to really attach to it is the propellers. I will say I had a little bit of damage on my propellers the other day, so you will see how to remove a propeller and also how to put one back on. This is the actual box it comes in. It has a picture of the hs700 and drone camera on it. I'll zoom in so you can, I'll move it forward so you can see it's got a independent ESC, 4 brushless motors and a 2.4 gigahertz communication. So if it goes low signal or the remote control voltage is low, it sounds an alarm basically. I will say it's got a 16+ age rating because it is a very powerful drone. Unfortunately, I had a bit of an incident with it the other day. It was pilot error, nothing to do with the drone. That's where the actual damage come from. I've only just noticed it on just as I was starting up the video. So I've got a few bits out and one propeller. I've also got the propeller removal key or tool. And I'll get on with showing you how to remove a damaged propeller. This is the damaged propeller. As you can see, there's a little bit of damage to it. It's not the clearest of videos on close up. As you can see, it's, there you go, it's finally zoomed in, well focused. As you can see, the damage, it's not extraordinarily amount of damage, like a lot, but the problem is that it could knock the counterbalance off. So what I'll do is I'll get on with removing that so you can see how to. So you put the key just here, just on these, and then right, then you keep turning. You have to turn anti-clockwise to remove the propeller, and now to put the new propeller on. As you can see, there is a B on. It does actually have a B on it. I'm not sure if you can see in this light. There you go. And this side is has a B on it as well. if you get the A on the B and the B on the A, it could knock the propeller out of alignment, the actual drone. The drone won't be basically stable, so what would happen is it most likely would flip over, and obviously it's not something you would want to happen. So you basically start putting it on clockwise now. Personally, I find this tool is a little bit of a pain, because obviously with holding the camera with my legs at the moment, because I haven't got a stand for it, what I am looking at buying. But I'm also looking at getting a better camera, to be honest. So forgive the camera control at the moment. As you can see, the propeller is now fully on, and this is basically the drone finished on moving props. Here's the damaged propeller. As you can see, it's slightly missing the edge. There you go. There we go. If you look there, you can see that there's quite a bit of damage on that edge. It's slightly folded over, what means it wouldn't actually be in alignment, so it would actually end up sending the drone off. It might not do much, it might only knock it off a little bit, but then there's always that risk of it flipping over, causing more damage to the drone. But obviously you don't want to happen. I'll show you the controller now. Here is the hs700 controller. First things first, on button's quite easy to find. That's instantly on. I have obviously got batteries in it because I've had this since September 2018. It's my go-to drone out of the 4 drones I own. It has that's headless mode, what means forward will always be forward, back will always be back, left will always be left, and right will also always be right. And here is the GPS. At the moment the GPS is on, but as you can see there's no GPS signals at the moment. That's mainly because I'm indoors. Normally when I go outside there's anywhere from 10 to, I think I've had 18 at one point. But if I turn that off, it means the GPS is off, what means I can fly without having any GPS signal. It is advised if you're a beginner to have GPS on. It just keeps the drone there, and also it helps with the return to home. The return to home is absolutely amazing, to be honest. I have previously took it up, forgot to change the battery, and then what happened was it just literally flew home and then just sat above my house, what was absolutely amazing, to be honest. So I was lucky because at one point I was like, oh no, where's this going? And then I realised that the battery was low, because my controller started to let me know that the battery was low. It bleeps. Here's the battery for the hs700. To be honest, it's got a fair bit of weight to it. You can get anywhere from 20 minutes without first person view. If, like me, you prefer having that view on your phone, or even tablet if you can get one in there. I think it fits about a 7-inch tablet. These are about £60, so they're not the cheapest, in all honesty, but it's at the moment you can buy this drone off Amazon for £300, and I think there's actually a saving on at the moment where you get, I'm sure it's something like 15% off. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the comments to the actual drone, so if you are interested in buying one of these, or if you would just like to have a look at it yourself, see what you think, it will be there for you. You can look at all the reviews on Amazon. I have a personal review on Amazon anyway. if you would like to check it out. It's cool. My username on there is Biggles13. Biggles13. It's basically that's my gaming tag. If you ever want to hit me up on Xbox, I play like Call of Duty and that. But sorry, back to the drone. It's so you've got up, down, and then if you press these, you can turn the drone a full 360 degrees either way. And then you've got fly left and fly right, and then forward and back. If you press this button here, you've got your photos. That's your return to home button. Here's your start off and stop and land sequence button. And unfortunately, because I've used this one quite a few times, the actual little bit of writing has actually faded, to be honest, what I've only just noticed. Not entirely sure what that one was now, but when I find out, I will put it in the description. These are just to be honest, these aren't actually don't actually do anything. There's no other buttons on here apart from here. What I think, yeah, that's also that one doesn't do anything either. You've got, so at the moment the receiver isn't picking up anything. The transceiver's got full power. I will turn the drone on in a minute so you can see the startup and calibration sequence. You have to do the calibration sequence every time you fly, or every time you start up. Some people would complain about it. It barely takes me 30 seconds to get done. It's not a big deal. It just basically helps keep the drone calibrated to where you are. And if I press this button, it just turns the GPS back on. So what I'll do now is show you the headless mode, and that's headless mode on. Yeah, I think that's headless mode on and headless mode off. What I'll do is I'll put the battery in. This battery is fully charged. As you can see, it lets you know that the drone turns on. Here's the red lights. It will flash different colours, so you just give it about, I'd say 10 to 20 seconds. And it goes to fully yellow lights then. They will blink all four on yellow. It's just letting you know that you've got to do the calibration sequence. So if I get on with that now, so you can see. And they should turn green. Yep, there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on green now. So that means I've got to then do 3 more turns. But having the drone like this is the way I do it. I'm not entirely sure if everyone does it this way. Sorry about the shaking camera then. So I'll go 1, 2 and 3, and what that does then is it turns the front 2 LED lights red and the back 2 yellow. It looks more white for some reason, but if I go up close, it should show a bit of yellow. So what I'll do is I'll show you it actually, I won't start it up so it will fly, but I'll show you that the propellers go around. Here you go. And even now there's quite a bit of wind. I wouldn't advise putting your hands near it. I'll show you, if you'd like to see what happened. Basically I lost concentration for no more than 2 seconds. I did fly in, I'd say about 20 mile an hour winds. What gives it a little bit of sway in the wind, just blows back a bit. That's why I normally had GPS on. I didn't have GPS on at the time, and had like a tiny little like, basically this is what happened. It wasn't major, just a little bit of scratching on the skin, a little bit of a cut. Trust me, I've had a lot worse. And to be honest, it was my own fault, completing that a pilot error. But apart from that, it's a sound drone. It flies amazing. It's quick. I think the actual normal speed it can reach up to is 15.5 miles per hour. And if you're going downwind, it can actually reach up to 37 miles an hour roughly. It is quick. That's one of the reasons what I do is I fly it close to home at the moment. It's speedy. I tried a few races with it, and this has outbeaten some adults in speed. Haven't tried flying it on a massive field at the moment. I have got a field not far from me. This will be taken over. It's just when the weather picks up a minute. At the minute, the weather wind speed is hitting 44 miles an hour. So it's probably not the best idea to fly out in that. But I'll just turn the drone off. So you just pull the battery out, and it's as simple as that. And the controller will let you know that the drone has lost signal. So if I just turn that off, and then the bleeping stops. Down to the charger for the drone. Basically, this is the charger it comes with. There's the power button, and also the charger. The charger bit will go fully green once the battery's fully charged, and it will flash green when it is charging. The power button will stay on red. It's quite a simple way to put it on. So what you do is you make sure the I think they're bronze or copper, not entirely sure to be honest. You make sure they're there, facing towards the ports, and then you just simply push forward, and as you can see it connects, and it comes with a USB lead. So if you've got a USB plug, or even if you've got a USB wall mount, just plug it straight in and it will start charging. It comes with this handy little booklet. I thought it was quite smart when I first saw it. What I'll do is I'll take out the packet to show you. Personally, I haven't actually used this myself, but it's always nice to have there so you can document your flights. It comes with a free pen, sticky labels, a little post-it notes. It comes with this nice little, I'd say, basically just says, to my dear friend, we appreciate that you've walked into our lives with the purchase of your new drone. Like, if you're satisfied with your purchase, we aim to provide you with quality products and spectacular flying experiences. Here is a way to express your newfound joy. You can contact them on Facebook to like the page. It gives you a link to it, and you can join their group. They do giveaways, and you can get free parts. If you need any help, personally I've found Holystone group. to be absolutely amazing. The customer service is, to be honest, absolutely brilliant. I've had a couple of issues, not major ones, just I couldn't get one of the batteries charging. I didn't know what was up with it. Contacted them straight away and they instantly sorted it out. Any problems you've got, if you go onto the Facebook group, there is plenty of people who will give you advice. Customer service will always message back. It gives you can't really, oh there we go, need help, it tells you how to contact them, a telephone number, get support at holystone.com or Facebook, and it says appreciate your purchase and once again welcome to the Holystone family, sincerely Holystone. What I think is quite nice, personally, here's you've got quite a few pages so you can write down just little notes, like how long you've flown for, any issues you've got, anything what you think needs documenting. I've never used it because I don't know really why, but it's just not something I've needed to use at the moment. Maybe in the near future I probably will use it. But here's the LiPo bag. Again, it has the American, Japan, Canada and Europe email address if you need it, telephone number, the search for www.holystone.com for more instructional videos. It has a little warning label, like it's a choking hazard warning, this bag is not a toy. So if I undo this, this is the LiPo bag. You can charge the drone battery in, or if you feel like taking the actual drone out, there we go. Please keep the charging lion. I'm sorry, I don't actually know how to pronounce that. Battery packed inside the explosion proof bag. It's just because unfortunately some batteries can explode. I've had this a while, I charge it, I've never had any problems with it. I haven't heard of anyone having any problems with it. It's used for safe charging and storage, so if you feel like if you're taking the drone out anywhere, you can just put the batteries in here because it's got quite a bit of space, as you can see. It's got quite a nice feel to it. It's quite a sturdy bag as well, and it's easily foldable, and you can just pretty much set it up like that. Apart from that, that's everything on that aspect. I'll tell you a few little pointers and a little bit of information. As you can see, I've got a piece of paper where I've wrote everything down. It's just so I can obviously help out with remembering stuff myself. Also gives me access to read the stuff, any information what I think is needed or anything else. I said it's got about 15 minutes to 16 minutes with first person view, what to be honest I find is quite good. Easy assembly, the speeds are anywhere from 15.5 miles an hour up to 37 as I said earlier. So I'm just reading what I put down. Personally, I found the only cons I can find on this specific drone are the batteries are a little bit expensive. I'd say like a 3-axis gimbal would be absolutely amazing on this drone. Maybe a slightly better camera, but you can purchase one, but it just means that you can't use the Ophelio app. For me, that's not so much a big deal because I only use the app really for first person view. But obviously, if you use like a GoPro Hero, they'll have their own app you can use. It would make it a lot better. It would sort of put it in the area of say like a DJI. I know they are a lot better, and a lot of people say Holystone isn't in that type of area at the moment. I would understand with like the obstacle avoidance. Then you've also got like the major perks. Obviously, is the obstacle avoidance, further range, a 4K camera. Is like a major like aspect of DJI's, but for the price, for the customer service, I would say it does really hold its own. And for £300 with a little bit of money off, or as I said, the customer service, it is a good starter drone if you want to start with something more powerful, something you know is going to do the job. I would say this is one of the better ones. I would say the hs700 isn't brushless motors, but with the the gimbal, it is absolutely amazing, to be honest. For a rating, for an honest rating, because of the cons, I'm a little bit. I would like to give it a bit higher personally because I do love the Holystone drones, but I'd say because of the gimbal, because of the camera, and namely because of the expensive cost of the batteries. Like I think one battery can be like £60. If you're buying two, yeah, it's going to cost about 80. If you want the props and everything with it, you can buy for £100, but I'd have to give it somewhere near a 7 out of 10. I just can't, honestly, I just can't see it going any higher than that. Maybe they might bring out a newer version of it, because they have done previously with some of the different drones. If they could change that gimbal to an actual movable gimbal like the DJI ones, where you can just turn the drone and it follows it, then I would say it would be an 8 or 9. But I honestly, because I want to be unbiased, I don't want people to feel like because these are my own personal drones, I don't want to be giving a rating, say a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, when I know they can't hold their own for that rating at the moment. Whereas obviously the DJIs are the top of the range ones you are getting for what you pay for. But for the price these are, like, that's why I've kept it to a 7. If it was a lot more money for this price, for what it has, then I wouldn't be rating it anywhere near a 7. But with some of the stuff it's got on it, it's got auto return. So if you run out of power, connection, or even range, it will come back to you. Also, it's got a custom flight path, so you can draw a route on the app screen, and hs700 will follow the actual flight you've given it. It's so if you wanted to like draw a circle, you could do a 360-degree flight of a full circle, and the drone will follow it. So I'm just reading a few bits what I've wrote out. Here's one key start and stop. Has GPS follow me, what means that the drone, when you got it on, it will follow you. It will look at you so you can take some good selfies if you want to. If you're into like selfies, you can get some really good ones. If not, you can do some videos of yourself where it's flying around you. Like the live video range is about 1,300 feet. Max control range is 3,250 feet. And that's as much as I can give a review on it. Everything I've mentioned, I hope has been helpful. And also, if you would like to purchase one of these, as I said earlier, there will be a link in the description. If you've got any more inquiries or questions, feel free to leave me a comment. And if you would like to like and subscribe the video, like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you also hit the notification bar, there will notification button. There will be a few more uploads in the future. It's not all just drones. Just these are my personal ones. I want to get some of them on. It gives some other people a chance to have a look at them to see what they think. I do also other videos. I have got another one coming up very soon. It will be a vibration plate by Rocket Bunny. That will be uploaded very shortly. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you have found some of this enjoyable. I know it's a little bit of a longer video than my normal ones. And I hope you have a good day, and goodbye.